Good morning. Oh look, that looks like I've got a rose on the top of my head. Peeing down this morning, good old Argyle weather. I want to talk about fear this morning. Obviously been back at work and most people are really totally cool and it's been fantastic to see everybody and the delight of getting your hair cut again has just been brilliant to see, almost worth it. But the fear, there are some people that are scared, like I was saying the other day. And let's get one thing really, really clear. As somebody who's been working on fear, ever since Joanna was diagnosed with leukemia, the thing that I hated most was the fear from appointment to appointment. And I was like, this is no way to live. And there's absolutely no way, it's still no way to live for a very simple reason. When you're in fear state, your body can't repair, restore and heal itself. So it's very, very important for your long-term health to stay out of fear. That's why our system that breeds on fear and gets us to do things through fear is really, really detrimental to not just our physical health, but obviously our mental health. Fear is not helpful right now. And being scared and telling everybody how scared you are and all the precautions you're taking might feel very righteous and make you feel that you're being a good person. But from a cellular perspective, you need to stop excreting all these fear chemicals into the body because you're putting yourself under duress. And when you go into the fight or flight state, the brain closes down, the blood displaces, and basically the body's like, right, okay, we need all this chemistry, we need all this energy to run, fight or flight or freeze. So, and then when you consciously take yourself out of that fear state, you go back into rest, restore and repair. And that is where most of us need to be on a day-to-day basis for our relationships with each other, but with ourselves, so that it's like driving your car up the hill in first gear. You will exhaust yourself and you're not going to enjoy today. None of us know what tomorrow will bring, tonight will bring. Life is the unknown, it's the unpredictable. And the one thing I know from decades of research and work is that the best way to live is through trust and surrender. Now that is the biggest challenge. How can you trust when you're looking out? It's like the apocalypse now. It's like, what are we doing? What is going on out there? What kind of game are we in now? It is just fascinating to watch, but you have to look at it from a light-hearted perspective. And like I was saying before, that do what you need to do, but do it and know that that's enough. And none of us can play God. Not even Nicola Sturgeon, and know who's going to be here next year and who's not. But do what you can do and then enjoy your life. See your friends. Be sensible if that's what makes you feel safe. Don't impose your views on others. I'm trying my best, honestly. All I'm interested in is your health. And it's quite ironic, that 145,000 people died last year of cancer. I've been banging on about this for decades. We have a cancer pandemic in our hands and nobody's talking about that. Nobody's talking about, let's get back to growing our own food, plant-based proteins. Let's get our country uncompromised and healthy, reconnect to nature, all the things that we have the science. We know we're destroying our soil. We know that unhealthy soil cannot make healthy food. We know all this stuff. And yet we're not doing it. But what are we willing to do? Put on a mask and sit in and phone the police and our neighbours. It is mental. Think about it. Think about it. Your cells, not for you, your children, your grandchildren. It is so, so important that we get back to nature and the very, very basics, which is nutrient dense, vital food. Stop poisoning our rivers and our seas and our lochs. The earth is providing us with all this stuff, and our greed and unconscious behaviour could leave us in quite a scary place. The only thing you truly need right now, you've got shelter, is food and water. We need to look at our food chain. It is critical to our long-term survival and our vitality and health. And if another pandemic comes along, we're not looking to Bill Gates or some other person who may or may not have our best interests at heart. Who knows when that amount of money's involved? It's impossible to say. But what we can do is we can get back to our communities, grow our own food and become uncompromised. And that gives us back our power. Because that's what we have. That's how incredibly powerful the human body is. It's a phenomenal thing. Don't let them terrify you of it. Become uncompromised and start living in joy and peace, and use the techniques to get yourself out of fear. Get your juice in, do your breathing, go for a walk, hang with your pals, have a laugh, tap. Tap with me right now. Even although I've been feeling stress and buying into all the stories, and even although I've no idea what's going on, what if I die? What if I live? What if I get sick? What if somebody I love gets sick? What if I lose my job? What if I don't lose my job? What if I've got to go back to work? If I've got to go to the office? Just get it all out. All of it. Bring it up to the surface and just let it all go. I deeply and completely love, trust and accept myself. Even although I'm not sure what's going to happen in the future. Even although we might get locked down again, we might not. Even although I wanted to book a flight to Malta and a flight to Canada last night. Even although I'm thinking about holidays, even although I'm thinking about all these things, I deeply and completely love, trust and accept myself. And a nice deep breath. And as soon as you go through that process, your cells expand and all the propaganda you swallowed can just leave, and you can connect into your heart, your intuition, what is right for you and your family. Let go. Release all fear and stress, and think about how you would love it to be off-grid communities. Full health and vitality, jumping for joy, pain-free bodies, clarity of thinking, excited about your life. Think about that. What would you love? Anyway, have a great day, ciao.